Well, let's start with name. My name is Dark with Trade Darkwear. Always thought that I wanted to do music and performing a lot more than the whole like fashion and artsy side.
Okay.
And I realised like halfway through sixth form that I didn't want to be doing any of my courses apart from art. And so I was like, screw it, I'm going to go buy a sewing machine and make all my art projects about fashion. And that's basically how I did it. And then came to start Staple for the Cool Kids as a joke, really, because it was one of those things where I just didn't want anyone else to be wearing what I was wearing. So I would go out and I would find weird fabrics and make weird things, kind of make sure people saw it, and then when people started wanting it, I was like, well, I suppose it could be a brand. But the whole name and everything was kind of a piss take, because I was like, yeah, I'm so cool. So I was just like, it's a staple, because I only make like a few things, so it's really friggin' lazy. But then it's for the cool kids, because not many people are going to get them, mainly because I'm so lazy. So yeah, that was basically it, and that's how Staple for the Cool Kids came about. But now, where we're going with it, we want it to be more of like a brand, to stand with the Astrid Andersons and the Raf Simons and the Sean Samsons. So we're kicking in the work a little bit more. I'm doing a lot more by way of designing and marketing. I'm more of the face of the brand, and we have like a team who work with us to actually help us make the clothes and stuff as well, because leave it down to one man and it's going to take God knows how long to turn around a collection. Put it down to a team of 10 and it works much better, much faster, which is so much more efficient.
Would you say was sort of like your inspiration to get into fashion design?
My inspiration to get into fashion design, I actually have no idea. I just think it was cool seeing my friends wearing stuff that they had customized. And so I would start customizing my stuff. No one ever was like, but if I customize my t-shirt, there's only so many ways that you can customize a t-shirt before you end up looking like someone else. And so I was like, forget it, make t-shirts. And so I started cutting out the backs of t-shirts and studying them and dip dyeing them and bleaching them. And I was like, well, that's kind of boring because it's only t-shirts. So buy a sewing machine and go with that. And I was really inspired by like the drag scene of New York as well, because where they'd go out and just make anything and wear it and make it look hot, it didn't matter how they made it, they just did it. And so I was like, forget how, just do for now, and then learn and go forward and develop, you know, the skills that you need to kind of make something that works properly.
What would you say sort of your brand ethos values? Like what kind of person does the brand represent?
It represents the young, kind of bolshy, you know, I won't say fashionista because it's such an overused word. It's more to do with someone who just wants to express themselves and chill. Like it's really, really casual. I mean, I used to go out and wear it with like a suit jacket and a tie and stuff, but when I go out to Staple for the Cool Kids now, I know that I look good and I feel good because I know I look good. But then I don't feel like I have to make an effort or I'm making an effort. It's just really easy. So it's for the person that wants to be comfortable and look cool. But it's also for the person who can turn it around and make it their own. We're not a brand that wears you. You are our brand and you make it what you want. Well, first I would consult one of my many style influences, Gaga, Lagerfeld, Donatella, or Beyonce. And then from there I'd just be like, how do I feel right now? And go with that. I'll buy a million different fabrics, which pisses everyone off because I'm spending so much money all the time. But I'll buy a million fabrics and make the same thing like 12 times. And be like, we're going to sell this at this much. And it's like, no you can't, because you spent this much on it. But yeah, like I'm really happy-go-lucky. It's just dumb luck with me. And I think it's great for me, but not for everyone else. They then don't know what they're doing. What makes a quality garment?
Yeah.
everyone at Central St. Martin's and London College Fashion is going to say finishing. I'm going to say forget the finishing. There's so many like brands that will just hack away at something. Like for example, that white jumpsuit by Armani that Kylie Minogue wore in her Can't Get You Out of My Head video was literally one piece of fabric cut up and stitched and stapled onto her body, and they had to like take it off and then stitch it back up again when they put it in the museum. It's about fabric for me. It's about the feel of the fabric and also how it moves. That's a quality garment. Like if I'm going to wear something, I want to know that when I move, I look freaking amazing. I don't want to wear something and feel like a brick. You know, I want to walk out, and if I'm wearing a freaking long t-shirt that's black, I want it to look and feel luxe. I want the fabric to be weighty, and I want when the wind blows, because it's long, it's got like 2 cuts in the side, that I look like a friggin' god walking down the road. If I don't feel like that, it's not quality. I don't care what it is. If I could give anything away, I would, but I can't because I have no idea myself. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. We're constantly doing new things. We're constantly getting out there and trying to find buyers in Hong Kong, Tokyo, anyone in Japan if you're listening. But yeah, like, so it's one of those things. Like, if it happens, it happens, and when it happens, it's going to be amazing. All I could do is plan and aim for things and be like, look, I really want this to happen, and I want to show at London Fashion Week, and I want to get bought, and I want to do this, and I want to do that, and I'm the dreamy one, so I'm going to be like, yeah, we're going to do it.
Without your dream to nothing.
Yeah, and then everyone else has to do the work. I just Oh my god. If I had to pick one.
Coldplay, this is one.
I'm gonna go with Alex Matson. He's fantastic. He's so cool. Like, I actually got to meet him last week, and all of his stuff, it just works. It feels like it wasn't even thought or like planned. It just happened. It was like an immaculate conception in clothing, and it makes me so happy like wearing his stuff. Like I'm wearing his hat right now, and it's so good. Like it's like a crown, you know. Like I want to feel like a god, and so anything I'm gonna do, I'm gonna aim to feel godly and like powerful and out there, because I want to walk into a room and I want everyone to be like, whoa. And if they're not, then no. So I want to work with Alex Matson.